welcome back to a new Insomnia video. Today I'm going to be talking about the worst year of my life and what made it so bad. So the year was 2021. So people might think this year was so bad because of COVID. That's a factor, but not exactly. So in 2021, my dad put me in a new school because it was newer and he said it would be better for me to make new friends and talk to new people. At first, I wasn't so happy because all I was doing was Zoom. I was meeting all these new people on a fucking computer. Like, think about that, so stupid. Eventually, halfway through the year, able to go back to school. Some people didn't because they were scared of getting COVID. They would just stay at their house. For me, I decided to go back early. The thing about COVID was, like, you didn't know what people actually looked like. I remember I took off my mask once and someone was like, "You have braces?" Sometimes girls would be mask fishing, bro. Like, they look like a fucking goddess one time. Then towards the end, bro, they look like a fucking SpongeBob character.
Oh,
Dude,
oh my
he's
gosh,
so
he's so hot, dude.
look at
Oh my
his
gosh,
face
he's
and
so
his
adorable.
chin.
Take the mask off, take the mask off for us, please.
Like, I remember at first I didn't have a lot of friends, but later on I decided to be more outgoing, like talk to more people, be more funny, and I ended up getting a group of friends. It wasn't too bad. So later on I started having a crush on this girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but I'm gonna call her Green Water Bottle. So Green Water Bottle, she had black hair, she was emo, and I don't know, I guess I was into that shit back then. Still am low-key. I remember I kind of sat close to her at lunch because one of my friends was friends with her. So I remember one time I wanted to show one of my friends what she looked like. So I took a photo of my friend and she was sitting behind her and I zoomed in on her. Some creepy ass shit. So I would low-key not talk to the girl, but I had like a hallway crush. I remember the only times I actually had interactions with her was one time in gym class. She kept throwing a volleyball at the wall and I kept grabbing it and giving it back to her. So you might be asking, what made this year so bad? You were talking about a girl you like and becoming a new Just wait, bro. The reason I got more friends is because I just became a dumbass and just did whatever I wanted. One thing I did was I jumped off my fucking bleachers. I used to have recess in 6th grade for some reason. We had a thing of bleachers. There was a chain fence and you could jump off it. There were track mats there and I decided to jump off the bleachers onto the track mats. And I remember a teacher came up to me and said, "What the hell happened?" And I remember I just blamed it on this kid named Nathan. I said, "Dude, Nathan pushed me off. He's a fucking psychopath. He told me he wants to kill me." They ate that shit up until one of the teachers, let's just call him Mr. B. Mr. B went up to me and said, "Are you sure Nathan pushed you off? Because I can check the cameras," and pointed at a camera. I jumped off because I thought it was cool. I may have been a little cooked. By the way, Mr. B is a pedophile now and got fired. Just want to say he stuck his hand down a 6th grader's pants. Fuck that guy. Mr. B had a son, let's just call him Trevor. And Trevor's gonna be important later in the story. So remember Green Water Bottle and Trevor. So I jumped off the bleachers and I thought I was cooked, dude. I remember I saw the vice principal and the principal talking in the hallway while pointing at me, and I thought I was about to get detention. Turns out nothing happened. I went to the fucking counselor and they were like, "Are you suicidal?" And I was like, "No!" And they left me home and emailed my parents and said, "You should keep an eye on your kid," but like, it low-key did nothing for me, and I got out of it scot-free low-key. So later on into the school year, me and my friend decided to play this game called Assassin's Creed. Basically, you would get pencils and you'd stab each other. That was the only thing. I remember I used to hide them in between my sleeve, and I remember I'd like shoot them out like Spider-Man and stab people in the legs. I mean, it wasn't a good idea, bad idea. A lot of people got hurt, but like, it was fun. I remember I had holes in my fucking skin. I looked like Freddy Krueger in a way. So imagine this, I'm sitting in fax class learning about sewing or some shit, and I keep getting stabbed in the back by this guy named Jackson. That's not his real name, I made it up. So Jackson's stabbing me in the back, and I feel holes on my back. I'm like, "Ow, stop, you fucking asshole." So I decide to turn around and stab this kid in the hand. The thing is, I let go of my pencil, so I kind of stabbed him in the fucking hand, like it stuck in his hand and it stayed. I thought nothing of it. I went to my next class. So I went to my next class thinking nothing of it because we did this shit all the time, and I get called out of the class. I'm walking down the hallway with my vice principal, very nice guy, and he says, "Do you have any idea why I'm taking you to the office right now?" And I said, "Is it because I jumped off the bleachers?" And he says, "No, but that was stupid though." So I was like so confused. I was like, what did I do? They take me to a room by myself, and I'm just looking around like, what did I do? And you're like, "Did you stab Jackson in the hand?" Maybe. So I just started snitching, bro. Low-key, like, I snitched my ass off. I was like, "Andrew did it, fucking Asher did it, Jackson did it, they all stabbed each other." I remember he left the room to go to the hallway, and I started stabbing my arm to, like, make it look like he was stabbing me. Like, "Look, there's little black marks," and he's like, "That's not that bad. He didn't, like, break the skin like you did." And I was like, This is the day before spring break, mind you, so I was just about to get let off for break. I was just hoping to get a detention and serve it and then go on my merry way. I decided to call my parents and say, your son's getting a 5-day suspension, a whole week. What the fuck? I mean, it was kind of warranted. I was a little asshole and stabbed someone with a pencil and went through their fucking hand, dude. This is basically a reenactment of what happened.
Dude, stop stabbing me, bro.
Bro, it's funny.
Bro, stop. It's not funny. Bro,
Dude,
shut up, bro.
bro, stop being a little baby, bro.
Dude,
Stab
if you do
him.
that one more time, I'm gonna start getting mad, bro.
You won't do nothing, pussy, bro.
Holy shit, went through my fucking hand. Holy shit.
Honestly, he didn't even make that big of a reaction. I didn't even know what happened. He went to the nurse and was like, Conrad stabbed me, like all nonchalantly. And like, he was confused when I got suspended. Like, you did this to me, bro. What the fuck? So I got suspended on spring break, ruined the whole break. My dad was pissed at me, he took my phone. And I remember the only good thing from it was I watched Squid Game Season 1 on my school MacBook. It was peak, bro. I low-key cried when number 1 died, but he didn't actually. Like, it was peak. That doesn't even sound that bad, dude. All you did was get suspended, bro. I've had worse fucking days than your whole year. Just wait, bro. Just wait. So I finally come back from school. Low-key, I didn't mind it because people were like, yo, you're a savage, bro. You got suspended. And I didn't have to do any work. Honestly, I got really far behind. I was supposed to be doing work and I low-key didn't. So back to Green Water Bottle. I'm having a school project with a few people and Green Water Bottle was in it. I was actually making conversation with her all the time. I'm having conversations, making jokes, being just, friends. So every single day I'm talking back and forth. I only told certain people. I told my friend Asher, and then these group of people decided to peer pressure me to tell me who my crush was. This guy named Trey, this girl, this guy named Lex. Anyways, I was making conversation with this girl every day. She was a nerd. She would talk about fucking Undertale and random shit. But low-key, I fucked with it. So I remember, I walk into class doing the fucking jaywalking emo from Fortnite. Anyways, I walk into class doing the jaywalking emo, and all I hear Trevor say is, we know you like Green Water Bottle. I start fucking shaking, dude. My heart drops. I run to the bathroom like a little bitch. I run into the bathroom, and I'm just sitting there, like, sitting on the bathroom floor with my hands behind my leg. I was in my teacher's class, Mr. C, and I decided I'm gonna skip this whole fucking class. This is too awkward, dude. I can't handle this. I'm only fucking 12 years old. So people are coming in and out of the bathroom saying, why are you in here, bro? What are you doing? I'm like, this girl I liked figured out she liked me. And they were like, yo, she could low-key like you back. How do you know? Like, you should just go back in there. And I was like, no, I'm gonna stay in this bathroom like a little bitch. People came in and out of the bathroom. And finally, my friend Asher came into the bathroom. Asher was really good friends with Trevor, and Trevor was really good friends with Green Water Bottle, so he knew some shit. And he says, yo, I got some information to tell you. And I was like, hold on. Told him the whole situation. This girl knows she likes me. I don't know what to do. He says, dude, Green Water Bottle is trans. A girl I liked was fucking trans. I dropped down to the floor, sliding down 1 fucking second at a time. And I start bawling my eyes out, dude. This is more heartbreak I've ever gone through my 12 years of life, bro. I'm saying, you kidding with me, right? You kidding with me, bro? You gotta be lying, bro. He says, I'm dead ass. So I don't know what to fucking do. I'm just telling him I'm staying in this bathroom the whole time. And my friend, he's such a G, he says, I'm staying here the whole time with you. There's a sub in my class anyways, she don't give a fuck. So me and my boy Asher, we are just sitting in this bathroom. And 40 minutes of class go by. Each class is 45 minutes, by the way. Mr. C walks in and says, why the fuck haven't you been in class? What the hell? Me and him kind of had an on and off relationship. Like, he liked me as a student, but like, I was a bad kid, He looks at me, I look at him. I start crying, dude. He's like, wait, what? Like, he did not expect that. Like, I'm bawling my eyes out. He's like, what's wrong? I remember I'm delirious, bro. I'm not saying nothing. I'm like, and he's like, okay, Asher, tell me what happened. I was like, no, bro, because I thought Asher was gonna be like, oh yeah, he asked out a girl and she didn't like him, and he would have been like, go back to fucking class. So I said, tears in my eyes, I said, bro, my parents got divorced. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You know what? Just go to the counselor. I sent the counselor for 5 hours, bro. Not like 5 hours, but like 5 school hours. Just doing work because I was behind on classes, and the counselor was like, you know what? Just do work, stay in here, and you'll just be alone. You'll be good. And I was like, fuck yeah. Go back 7th hour because that's gym class, and I was like, you know what, I think I'm ready emotionally. And I tell my boy Trey, I say, yo, someone must have told the girl I liked her. And he was like, why? I don't care, bro. And then he was like, wait, you like? And I was like, bro, shut your fucking mouth. And he was like, okay, I'm sorry. I asked Lex, and he's like, I mean, that could have been anyone. Like, how should I know? Hunter said it was him. Fuck that guy. I bet he still wouldn't admit it to this day. Fuck him, bro. I remember this was on a Friday, so I go home, and I remember after the weekend ended, I just sat awkwardly in that class and never turned around and looked at that girl again, bro. So, that's the worst year of my life. New school, first year of middle school, got suspended, asked out a trans girl. I mean, does it get worse? Yeah, I mean, my mom and dad could have died, but still, it was pretty bad for me. Anyways, if you like this video, like and subscribe or something.